My name is Dane Waters. I am the founder and chairman of the Elephant Project and the founder and chairman of the Initiative and Referendum Institute at the University of Southern California. I've spent over 3 decades of my life studying direct democracy and the impact that it can have on the citizens and, more importantly, in many ways, the environment and animal welfare. I have been involved in over 60 ballot campaigns both in the United States and around the world, and I have seen firsthand the importance of the tool for the citizens to exercise their right to self-determination. I've worked on issues of governmental reform like term limits, but I've spent most of my life working on issues that deal with animal welfare because in so many cases, elected officials, for whatever reason, have chosen not to address, in the United States, issues that are important to the welfare of animals. The Elephant Project was founded as what we call a free market solution to elephant conservation. If an idea is good, it should fund itself. And the way we're doing this is that we are actually going to generate income through building development and sanctuaries, and also by buying and selling items purchased in states and countries that support animal welfare and elephant welfare. And all that money, 100% of the net profits of all that, will go back into the community and into the elephant conservation efforts. This has never been done before. We are currently working in Cambodia, where we're trying to help repopulate the elephant population. We are working in Malawi, trying to help fund those conservation efforts there. And most importantly, we're working in Myanmar, as many of you know, Burma, where the government is just now recovering from years of military rule, and they're trying their best, and doing a good job for the most part, but trying their best to bring democratic principles and ideals back to Myanmar and to the people. What we're doing there is that we're working with the government to help address the needs of their timber elephants and the individuals who take care of them. There are approximately 3,000 elephants, timber elephants, in the government that are owned. In Burma that are owned by the government. And what we're trying to do is to say, hey, listen, instead of putting those elephants back to work, instead of keeping those elephants in these elephant camps, why don't we build a sanctuary where we can bring all 3,000 elephants and the people who take care of them to a single place, and we will provide for them, allow them to be elephants, ensure that they are not poached, and ensure that they are not subject to the cruelty that many elephants in Southeast Asia have seen and been part of because they no longer have the timber industry. Now, how does all this tie into direct democracy? Well, around the world, there are democratic tools, direct democracy tools. And I do believe that when it comes to conservation efforts, and especially the protection of elephants and other wildlife and exotic wildlife, that is one area that the world can agree on. It's also like climate change, except in some countries like America these days, or dealing with the government these days, there might not be as much support for it. But when it comes to the environment, and it comes to elephant conservation issues, and it comes to conservation issues, as I said, overall, with all endangered species, that is something that the entire world typically can support and get behind. Now, once again, for whatever reason, there are many governments around the world who refuse to address those concerns, who feel that the environment and animal welfare are not exactly at the top of their list to address, and they ignore it. But these are natural resources that if we don't address, if we don't deal with, if we don't protect, then our world as we know it will no longer be habitable for us. And plus, it's a testament to who we are as individuals as to how we treat our animals and the animals that are endangered. So through the use of direct democracy, there could be a worldwide effort of issues placed on the ballot, both through citizens collecting signatures on a petition through the initiative process, or, where possible, the government placing issues on the ballot, and we can have a worldwide vote on these important issues, where the people come out in masses and show that they have support for animal welfare and environmental concerns. And the benefit of that also is that it will show the world the power of the initiative process, the power of direct democracy. And so I can't think of any other issue that could actually unify the people around both this specific issue, animal welfare, and also the power and showing the power of direct democracy. So the Elephant Project, one of the things that we want to do is not only, of course, focus on the protection of elephants and other wildlife by the extension of our efforts, but we want to show the power of direct democracy in dealing with this issue. And I believe strongly that once this happens, we will not only save elephants, protect the environment and other endangered species, but we will have shown the world the power of direct democracy. And as a result, I do believe that the support for direct democracy will grow, and we will see a world that can address these fundamental issues to address the future of our country. Thank you